Good afternoon and welcome to live NPL Victoria action, streaming today on the South Melbourne FC Facebook page. It is the traditional derby, South Melbourne against Heidelberg United. There's Lakeside Stadium. It is a chilly but pleasant enough afternoon here in Melbourne, and we hope you enjoy today's match. It is so important in the NPL Victoria season, and there will be plenty watching in from around the states and around the world
today, because they've certainly been in tremendous form themselves.
So that whistle gets us underway. It's the traditional derby at Lakeside Stadium, South Melbourne against Heidelberg United. And an early shot from Schroen, just 12 seconds in, trying to test the keeper. It's $5.20, that is a fair old slug. Anyway, here comes the free kick. And a free header for Marafiotti. Stephen Pace was waiting down. I think he may just have misread the ball in the air, and the leap from Giuseppe Marafiotti ends with it sliding off his head, and that is a chance gone begging.
I was talking up Damien Iconis a few minutes ago. Another young striker who's been in excellent form of late has been Giuseppe Marafiotti. I guess he had a bit of a difficult start to the campaign at Oakley Cannons. So there has already been some player turnover between those two clubs, and I expect a whole lot more in the coming off-season. And also coaches, because Kontangalakis was the man who, alongside Peter Salakis, was replaced by Chris Taylor.
Minitel. Schroen blocked. Second time. South Melbourne lead. Marcus Schroen scores. Lakeside celebrates on the half-hour mark as South Melbourne take the lead in the derby. Marcus Schroen's left foot does the damage.
Big name player Marcus Schroen. He loves these types of occasions, whether it's local derbies or whether it's grand finals or FA Cup fixtures. He is certainly a man that pounces in those big moments, and he certainly has done there to give South Melbourne a lead.
Surveys the options, and now a long ball. Cahill will run from behind Adams and just brute strength to lose him. Cahill cuts it back. Harry Noon blocked off the boots. And now it finds its way back to Reganovic. But yes, back to Green Gully.
Well, the last 2-3 months have been shocking for Green Gully. They've gone from title contenders to relegation battlers as we see a breakaway here.
It's going to sit up for Marafiotti! Oh, he's missed it! He's missed it! It was a gift to begin with, but he couldn't capitalise.
Should have done better. Did everything right apart from the finish there, Marafiotti. Turned his man quite well, controlled the ball expertly, but all that was lacking was the finish there.
What a miss. What a chance for South Melbourne. Late penalties to get through to the final, and then that weekend against Pascoe, they were ripe for the picking and beaten. As we see a header here from Ellis. Oh, it's clawed out of the net by Reganovic. Nearly got caught out by Sean Ellis's header, but he's made a great save to get it behind for a corner. Here is Zara, the man who won the foul. Pace. Ellis caught in possession on this occasion. Norton leaps over his own teammate to win the header. Now Monopolis to the goal scorer Schroen, and he's setting Marafiotti loose. It's going to sit up for him. Marafiotti! Oh, it's just not his day. He misses again. And Heidelberg take a deep breath and thank their lucky stars.
Perfectly timed ball, perfectly timed run, but not the perfectly placed finish.
And interestingly,
you mean Nunawading City.
Nunawading City, correct. And also, we had a big result yesterday, Demir. There's a deflection off Noon, who's going to fall kindly. Katanos. Oh, great goal! Andrew Katanos brings Heidelberg level. Pinpoint strike. And the Burgers are level at Lakeside.
Fantastic strike from the 23-year-old. An excellent curler. He's got his 4th goal of the season, and he's been in impressive form of late, and he continues it up with a goal against his former club.
Not to berate him further for not giving the decision. Katanos, through ball. Ruben Way. The cross finds Cahill. A question to the finish. It deflects to Ellis. Flag stays down. Heidelberg take the lead. Sean Ellis has turned this game on its head. And the Burgers are in front of Lakeside.
And it was Constantinides who kept him onside, and Sean Ellis expertly tucks it in. Needed to be quite sure there of himself, and he certainly was, but
Monopolis off and running again. He's had a good couple of minutes. Through the right side. Deflected cross, and Luke Biles reads it well. Great touch from Zara to bring it down. And he set Ruben Way loose down the left side. South have got the numbers. Ruben Way is going to wait for some support to arrive. Marla. Block tackle. Heidelberg win it back. Noon! It had to be Noon! He's been the man of the moment in this second half. Harry Noon makes it 3-1. Hashtag narrative. Heidelberg have a 2-goal buffer. And Wilkins will take his time here. Cahill with the flick header. Norton, Petrie, and then into traffic for Sheeny. Given away to Ruben Way, $2. And it's saved and cleared by Marla. Feeling incredible after tonight's result. Dying seconds of the game. Cahill. Heidelberg win at Lakeside. Coming back from 1-0 down, it's Heidelberg United 3, South Melbourne 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, credit to them. They obviously scored 3 goals. We didn't take our chances. Sort of was a game of two halves in the sort of sense that, you know, the win was a big factor. But like in saying that, so it's hard to take because we did play well in patches, but they took the chances and we didn't. Pretty much just how the game went, really.
They're top of the league, but in the game and the segment of a game we've played against them so far, we've matched them pretty well. So you've got to be confident that even though it didn't go our way today, we can still definitely take it up to them when we have that catch-up game, which could prove crucial either for relegation, but hopefully more so for finals.
Yeah, definitely. We've got another chance against them, hopefully. You know, it's the way it is, but there's no reason we can't match them we did today. In patches, there's just a few errors and mistakes and stuff. Not necessarily great goals. So we can sort of limit them, and like I said, the win was a big factor today. It sort of changed. Even both, like we scored our goal again with the win, and they scored all their goals with the win. So they ended up being quite a big factor in the game, I think.
Short turnaround time for Friday night. Green Gully, usually a very strong side, a powerhouse really in NPLVIC over the last 10 years, but struggling at the moment on a slide. So hard to know what to make of them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look, every team can beat any team in this league, really, and we know we've struggled against Gully over the last few years, anyway. And they're a very, very good side. They always do well against us. But look, we need to respect them. They're in and around us, and they'll be fighting to stay up as well as we are, and they're looking for finals as well. So it's all to play for next week as well.
First loss under Tanga, so what was his message after the game? Did he have much to say? Was he disappointed? Was he more encouraged by the fact that we were good for most of it?
Yeah, it was more like, it just said, look, boys, that's football. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it doesn't, especially with the conditions. But look, we had chances and we just didn't, unfortunately, take them. They had chances and they took theirs. I don't think they had more than maybe four chances, and they took them all pretty much. So it's hard to take in certain terms of a defensive performance, but look, it was like they are top of the table, but we did match them for a lot of the game, so we're pretty happy with that. But we've got a couple of games we've got to focus on for the next couple of weeks.